Again, my name is Delia Perez Meyer, and I do have an innocent brother on death row. His name is Luis Castro Perez. He was our little brother, and so we always took very good care of him and made sure that he was okay and got what he needed because he was the baby. And even though he's 46 years old, we still take care of him, and we make sure that he gets what he needs, even though he's on death row, which is probably about the most horrific place that you can imagine. Louis has been there for almost 12 years, and it really truly is a horrific place to be. They're in a very tiny cell, which he touches all 4 walls because he's over 6 feet tall, and they are very isolated, and he's never been able to go back to church or to continue his education or do any kinds of arts and crafts or be able to communicate with other people. He's never touched another person, and we've never been able to hug him in 12 years. That has probably been the most difficult the most difficult thing for us, is just to not have ever been able to touch him since that day of September the 10th in 1998, where he did walk in the house and found one of the girls on the floor, and he picked her up, and she scratched him, and that was pretty much what sent him to death row. And as I mentioned, for the last 12 years we have been fighting diligently to try to save his life. Although it's very, very difficult once you're there. It's very difficult to get out. I'm extremely grateful to the Campaign to End the Death Penalty, the Texas Coalition to Abolish the Death Penalty, the Texas Moratorium Network, and the various other groups that I've joined along the way. That's where I found my solace, was to be able to go and talk to someone who knew something about it, and they directed me into doing this activism work that I do. My brother is just such a wonderful, loving person. I have some pictures on the table that I would love for you all to look at. He has always lifted my spirits about him being there. He has never said one unkind word about being there, and when I go to visit him, it's almost as if nothing has ever happened. So we just get to laugh and play and frolic and share a meal together, which of course we both absolutely love to do. So he was our chef, and we miss him a lot during our special occasions. But I do try to take pictures of every occasion for him: Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of the birthdays and holidays. That's why I was taking pictures today. He is very grateful for the work that we all do. All of you being here today is doing work for us, and we appreciate the thoughts and the prayers very, very much. I have amassed about 30 pen pals over the last 10 or 12 years, and they have been very, very loving and kind and gracious to send me gifts of art, and as a result I have collected this art collection that I brought here to share with you all. And Louis's case was recently rejected, and therefore he has been sent forward for execution, and we absolutely have no idea when that will happen. But we don't think about that day, and we continue our struggle to save his life. So if you will keep him in your thoughts and prayers, we would really appreciate it. All of the death row members, men and women, always want me to thank you for being here, and so I want to share that with you. And I just wanted to say one thing, is that we've worked so hard over the last many years, and we have made some progress. It is very sad to see all of these senators and representatives chairs that are empty. We invited them and they chose not to come, and so it's just a horrific scene that they're not here, that they're not present. But the collective work that everyone has done, we have been able to remove the juveniles off of death row, and working on the Mexican nationals to not execute the Mexicans. They do not have the death penalty, and of course working diligently not to execute more mentally ill people, not to mention the innocent and everybody else. So you will just join us in our fight for abolition. And I wanted to introduce Walter Long, who is here with us this evening. He is an attorney who was very instrumental in getting the juveniles released from death row. So Walter, will you please stand up? Thank you. I have some of my pen pals were juveniles, and Nain and Williams and Randy Arroyo Baez, to name a couple of them, continue to send me letters about how happy and grateful they are to be able to watch cartoons and to hug their families. And so for that, we're very grateful. Thank you. Thank you.